Today we banged our head against the wall when it comes to bass sound design again, and did some things we kind of like and then did some things we didn't like, and ultimately are left with a drop I don't love the sound of. The build into this drop is not great. We are back into this I Am Here Tonight track as we're continuing on and getting close to the end of it. The build section, I said, is not great. It's not done. It just needs more pieces and needs the low end to kind of be filled out and stuff. But it was a good placeholder to get us to here, which is the thing I kind of wanted to work on right now. So kind of coming out of our rock verse here. This.
I am here tonight. I am here tonight.
It's a cool idea. I love drum and bass that goes to halftime at some point. So I definitely wanted to have this kind of breakdown section here, and I think that this hits pretty hard. I think we've been kind of at the same tempo the whole song, so to have the drums really hit that halftime groove here at the second drop, you're building up, you're expecting it to be, intense, and then it is intense, but in a different way. I think that's pretty cool, and I do like this bass. I think that's pretty cool. That's just this guy up here, which I think we had talked about in the previous episode that we made. It's just got a little bit of sync here on a sine wave over a sub. Without the sub, it's just that. And then this sync is kind of hitting that third, it's like the 12th partial or something like that, but like the third in the scale degree, bringing that accent out, and then two voices detuned. It's pretty cool. This is not actually doing anything, right? Yeah, this was just affecting the filter over here that I turned off. This is also not really doing anything. This is affecting the distortion, making it a little bit more intense as it went on. So we just kind of like put out one note of that, and then there was also another LFO affecting the level that's giving it that wobble, and then pulled it into here as audio, and then with these two put it down the octave as just as a sample, just kind of like a nice variation, and then chopped bits out of it, and then we filled them in with a sample from Splice. Which in isolation sounds so cool. I think that's a great sound. But for some reason, I don't know, it's just, they don't like really go together. This is, again, me just kind of pitch shifting these around at the end of the file names here. You can see this one's down an octave from where the sample originally started, because it doesn't have that -12. This one is +8. This one is +2. This one's +12. And so it gives you that little sort of sound. They sound kind of good, so maybe my problem is in the drums. I don't know. It's in general. Maybe there's not enough going on. I don't know. I need to go listen to some more halftime groups and see if I can hear what they're doing to make theirs feel really good. Because there's a way in which this feels good, and there's a way in which I'm just like, this is just boring, and why can't I? Like, it's really starting to get frustrating that I can't seem to make a drop that I'm actually like, oh, that's good, I'm excited about that. We're definitely so much closer than we've been before, but still it feels like there's like a whole thing I'm missing. So we also did some bouncing and editing of the audio, or of the vocal. In the rock verse here, the voice, we're kind of going into major. We're tonicizing the major. We've been doing a lot of playing in heartbeat electric, starboard eclectic, and we always come back here to D minor, or D sharp minor. But in the rock section, we're doing a lot of F sharp major. Heartbeat electric, starboard eclectic, open wide. And it really works, but there's a few notes where it goes, pulmonary lo-fi stereo. And I'm singing the D sharp, but we're in F sharp major, and this is not it's in the key, but it's just not the right note. I want to go like pulmonary lo-fi stereo, and just land on F. So we used some auto-tune and regraphed the notes.
Heartbeat electric, starboard eclectic, open wide, let your mind feel the pulmonary lo-fi stereo.
And you can hear it's really obvious it got retuned. And it's the one thing I don't like about this is that I could just re-record the vocal and with the right notes, and then it won't have that little sound. And the main reason I don't like that sound there, though, is just that it's like a clear telltale sign to anyone that's a producer that knows what's going on. Oh, he just pitch shifted this up there. But it's a cool sound. It doesn't bother me. So we did a little bit more post-processing on it as well. We did try and do some time shaper stuff. It didn't really work. Then just ended up doing a little bit of like width shaping. I'm going to be honest, I don't really hear a big difference, but I was like, oh, maybe it's kind of fun. Kind of put that on there, mess around with it. Yeah, I can hear it. A little bit of placebo in there. Anyways, the last thing we built was in this drop. The one thing that is kind of cool. That little riser, this guy here, which then goes. Just a little effect just to build, there. Mostly gets covered up by the risers. This is a bit of a gain pump there, and then this is just kilohertz pitch shifter. It does exactly what it sounds like and does exactly what you hear it do there. So, and then this is just that sound from the end of tonight. I am here tonight. It's just that syllable like tonight, 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 and then night, 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 night. And we put some OTT on it, a little bit of channel EQ as well. I was proud of that. That I was like, oh, that was what showed up in my head and basically what came out of my fingers. So cool progress in certain ways, still frustrated in other ways. And again, I think I'm just trying to rush to the end of the sound design journey and wanting this track to sound as good as anything else. And I really the thing is I want to have something I'm proud to put on Spotify. And so far, everything I've made that isn't chiptune, I'm like, this is fine. And it's good enough for SoundCloud, but I don't think it's good enough for Spotify. So we're getting there. Slow little steps. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys tomorrow for more music. Bye-bye.